Hey everyone, I am Yvette Lloyd. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. I would love for you guys to make sure that you subscribe and tap that bell so you can get notifications that I just dropped a new video. So, today I wanted to get into something that a lot of people ask all the time, and it is like the hardest question to answer. However, I want to show you a little breakdown, and the breakdown doesn't consider all states. This is just going to be the state of Ohio because that is where I am at. However, you can utilize it into other states or wherever you live at, and you can still get an estimate on actually how much you would make. And it depends on what you do. Um, I wanted to start off with how much money do you make in a child care center? And I can't give you that answer because of the simple fact that it fluctuates. It depends on if you have a daycare center as a building. It also depends if you have a type B, a type E. A type B actually gives you able to have 6 kids at once, and then another one is a type A, and a type A gives you 12 kids at once. And these are in-home daycares, the type B and type A. So those are the two, and they both have different rates. I'm going to start off with showing you the actual rates because a lot of people don't give you too many visuals. I want to give you guys some sort of visual so you can actually see the rates and how do they go about things. So I am going to show you that. Let me see. I'm going to share it here. So these are the rates. And with these rates, yes, it does. It shows you everything that you need to know as far as the childcare business that a lot of people have trouble with locating on a lot of occasions because of it. Um, so as you can see, infants full time, the state. This is through state. This is if your daycare center has Title 20. Title 20 is for parents that make a certain amount of money and they get government assistance. So this is what this scale is pertaining to. So if you do not have any type of ties to the state and you don't get any type of funding from them, this does not pertain to you. But if you do, this is pertaining to you. So here, infants get $229.32. This is how much you could charge parents, but however, this is how much the state is giving you. And if they clock in part time, it's $150. And then hourly, that's $7.28. Yes, I know it doesn't sound like a lot. A lot of people says that all the time. But however, they brought up these rates. I've been doing childcare since about 14 years now, and the rates was not looking like this when I first started at all. You barely could even get $200 for an infant at a point of time. So these rates are quite decent. I do have a trick or two that can help you make more money, and we're going to get into that in a minute. However, this is a category 3 and this is non-rated. So non-rated actually means no Title 20. I mean, it means Title 20. However, you doesn't have a star rated. So our centers in Ohio, you have to apply for this thing is called Step Up to Quality. So when you apply for Step Up to Quality, it brings a lot of paperwork to your center. It brings a curriculum that you have to go by, paperwork that you have to fill out. You come in with home visitors, speech therapists, anything that's needed with for the child to be at your center. They will get the help that's needed. You could do referrals, transfer their files over to if they're transitioning from kindergarten to or preschool to pre-K. So it depends, but it is a very helpful tool to have Step Up to Quality if you are the type of provider that you are preparing your younger kids for school. And that is something that I do at my center personally. I prepare the children for kindergarten, and it is amazing. So, however, that's why it says category three, non rated. However, it goes on when you are rated. So, if you are rated with Step Up to Quality, you get 238, 49 full time, 156 part time, and hourly $7.57. This is what you get as far as when you are rated. So when you look at the other um, listings, I'll bring it up a little closer so you can see it. So you have all these are all the rates, but however, at the bottom you see these here. These are different counties. These are different counties in the state of Ohio, and where they show what they pay you. This isn't the only one. We have more counties as well, and the other counties are actually above here. And some of these counties they don't get a lot at all. I never really looked into the reason why and what's the difference in each county or anything like that. I haven't done that personally. I just stay in my lane. However, but this is an example for you to see that. So I hope this actually made you guys a little bit more comfortable. So I'm really going to get into the next step as far as when you actually obtain funding and you want to see more money. And what I was telling you about is called Step Up to Quality, which is something that we have in Ohio. Um, it's the different rates, and it can vary, but we're gonna go about it the way of the things that I have shown you guys already, because you are familiar with it. And so we have this. It's called the Step Up the Quality Payment Estimator tool. This tool, you guys are gonna love this. And the reason being is because you guys actually want to see a full year of what you can make and everything. So, my example is going to be the rates that I showed you guys previously before. So, I put Summit County and a type A. A type A is a step down from actually having a center, and that's why they have center and type A, because the same price, the same thing that you make in a center building, you make the same in a type A home. Type B is a totally different one because it's only one person in there with 6 kids, and you're doing that all by yourself. And the rates are different as you have seen previously before. So what I'm going to do is type in these rates so you guys can see the full-time and part-time rate. And then I'm going to show you guys the estimate payment, which is at the bottom. And then it's going to show the average weekly payments for a school year, payments for the summer, and everything. It's going to give you a breakdown for each child, each of them. Okay. So we're gonna put in $229.32 for infant full time, $150 part time. Then you have the toddlers, which is 200, and then you have 135 for part time. The preschool, 180. Then you have $113.34 for part time. And then we have the school age for the 39-week period. This is when they are in school, which is 110. And then when they're also for the part time is 73. Then we have the school summer, which is 163. And then you have the part time, which is 105. So we're going to estimate this payment. And this is what you see here. When you are rated, like I was saying, okay, so if you're not rated, you get $195,883. When you And then that's for the school year. And if you have include summers for the kids of the summer school or whatever, is 216,209. So this will give you an estimate on it. Now, the stars that I was telling you that we have in Ohio, the stars give you an extra percentage per star. So you have the 1 star and you see how it adds up, and it comes up to $961,336 just for 1 star. And this will include if you have 12 kids, or you could have a morning shift and you could have a second shift as well when it comes to the kids when you're enrolling. If you put your numbers right, as far as the schedule of the parents, as far as part-time, full-time, different things of that nature, you can make this amount. You could also make least in this. You can make the 200,000 as well. So it just depends on your enrollment, and it depends on how you place the kids within enrollment. So you also have the 2 star, which estimates up to $2 million. Then you have the 3 star, estimates to another 2 million, 2.7 million. Then you have the 4 stars, 3.5 million. Then you have the 5 stars, 4.2 million. Um, all these numbers can be accurate, but that is the total overall. However, you need to focus on the pricing as far as when you have additional payments of the 213 and the 236, and then you add the 18,000 or the 19,000, so you to be able to see your payments. You get paid every Friday or every Monday if you're private pay. It depends on how you do it. But this gives you some type of insight on what you could make and what you can do as far as prioritizing your children's schedules and when you are in process of enrolling. So it's pretty cool. I just wanted to really just give you guys some insight on that, so you can be able to see that and what you can and can't do. Another cool thing is when you do get when the parents do get assistance in your daycare, qualify for you to get state funding. If you get a children that's autistic, cerebral palsy, things of that nature, you will get that rate on top of another rate when you are doing that as well. Sometimes they don't tell you that because you have to actually qualify for it, and well, the child has to qualify for it. The child and the parent have to qualify for it, and you have to make sure you submit into the paperwork as well. So it's pretty much slight of paperwork. It's not a lot. The assistance is great for you to even just get the help that you need when you do things like that. And this is like the verification of citizenship for children in the publicly funding childcare program. Um, and that's when parents could actually qualify. What we call it here is called Title 20. So most of the kids qualify for it. It really depends on how much the parent make as well. So this is something else that you can look into as far as when you open a center up in Ohio. Um, I know a few things in different states. However, all states do have some quite of funding similar to Step Up to Quality. You just have to see, but some states they don't have it just yet. They haven't caught up to it. But it is a lot of help. I hope this video has given you guys help too. If you have any questions or anything, please let me know. I do want to further on and let you guys know that you may see that you can make that a year. It doesn't mean that's going in your pocket. So you have to make sure you keep everything separate from your personal. Make sure you pay yourself. Make sure you pay your staff. If you have centers, you have staff. Your overall is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot, and it depends on how much you paying your staff. I personally, I only have two staff, and they get about $14-15 an hour at the moment. And I just, be able to leave and do other things that I have to do. Just make sure you have some great staff. A lot of people have a hard time finding good staff, especially when they are coming into your home. If you have a home center, you really, really have to do your homework on that individual that's going to be coming into your home and service the children and families that you have there, because that is your safe space. That is their safe space, and you have to make sure they're always safe. I'm going to eventually do a full video on that, and I'm also soon going to be showing you guys different examples and showing you what the inside of my center looks like. I haven't been able to do that just yet. However, I do want you guys to always make sure that your staff are trained. Make sure they are getting the proper trainings that they need so that they're able to provide for your kids. And I really recommend that the owners should pay for the trainings for their staff to make sure that they got the training, the proper training, and they're able to move forward. And that comes with CPR, first aid, communicable disease, child abuse, things like that. Just make sure they are able and qualified, and make sure they do orientation before they come in so they can understand the business, they can understand the do's and the don'ts. It's a lot that comes with this, and this is all boils down to of you seeing how much you do make a year. Even though I was saying you make that much a year, it doesn't mean it's going into your account and you're going to make that. So it takes a lot. It's a lot of work in childcare business. I really recommend anybody to save their money the first 5 to 10 years. Do not spend it on personal use unless you have to in an emergency. However, the childcare business, like I've said before in other videos, it goes up and it goes down. You never know when kids is coming. You never know when kids are going. So it is very rough at times. However, just make sure you guys stay on point. Just really stay on point with it. I really hope you really enjoyed this video. And please comment, subscribe, hit the notification. I'm going to give you guys the raw and uncut version of any portions of childcare. I don't want you guys to think it's easy at all. I just want you to know the real side of it, to know that you can do it. You can. You just got to work hard for it and do not give up. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe again and hit the bell. And please comment. I always respond as much as possible so that you guys can get a full understanding.